You know, so it has three different villages. You don't see them straight off spawn. You actually have to fly up, and you go over here around this mountain to the left, and they're over here. You can see all the villages right here. You can see the well. I'm not sure if any of them have a blacksmith, though. That's the only thing that I was worried about when I was originally looking at these seeds. I don't think any of them have blacksmiths, but they do. They're fairly close to each other, and there's 3 of them, which is, you know, more than you usually find when it comes to villages. They're all kind of far apart as well, so you can see one of them is right here. Then, like, you know, like 200 blocks down over here is another village. They all have the little towers, I think, though. No, actually, that one doesn't have a tower. This one does have a tower, though. So there's one of a tower, and oh my gosh, this guy. This is the perfect time for him to mow a lawn, wasn't it? Jesus, okay. Well, sorry about that. But, and there's a 3rd village over there. So it's a pretty simple village. Like, 3 very simple villages, but it's a cool village seed nonetheless, and that's why it's in number 4. So now we're going to move on to number 3. And this seed is arguably, to some, one of the best village seeds so far in 0.9.0. But I don't think so. I think it's a very, very cool seed still, but I just like the other seeds more. Yeah, so then let's click over here and generate it. So this is number 3 in my, I guess, top 5. As you can see here, pretty much, I believe there's 4 villages, as you can see. So this is one of the villages right here. So you can see by the well, there's a blacksmith, and there's another well over here. You can always tell how many villages you find. If you find a huge cluster of villages, you can always tell how many villagers there are by how many wells there are. So you can see here, there's 1, 2, there's more villages over there. Well, let's quickly check out what this blacksmith has in this village. I'm just going to spoil it for you guys, but I think that actually whatever's in the chest actually differs from device to device. So for example, right now I'm on an iPad mini Retina, so if any of you guys are on an iPad mini Retina, this is probably what you'll get in your chest. But this one has an actual emerald. It has 2 iron ingots, some bread, and some ink sacks. So that's a fairly good chest when it comes to blacksmith chests, in my opinion. And this is the 2nd village right here. Nothing special about this one. And way over here, we have the plains biome, more plains biome villages. I don't think this one has a blacksmith, but the other one does. But I mean, it's pretty good. It's 4 villages and 2 blacksmiths, so I think that's pretty good. Pretty good ratio right there. And let's actually go check out what this last village over here has in their blacksmith. Sorry if it's a little bit laggy, guys. It's just the game. I guess they can't handle the coolness of the 5 villages, or the 4 villages, if I say 5. Anyway, but this one actually has more emeralds. Okay, it has emeralds, gold, bread, and iron shoes. So wow, okay, there's 2. If you're on an iPad mini Retina, or maybe some other device that also has the same chest generation, this seed actually has a bunch of emeralds in the blacksmith chest. So this seed is number 3 in my best 5 village seed countdown. So let's move on to number 2, which is actually a little bit different. It's actually going to be, as you'll see in a second, this seed is Crash with a capital C, and this seed pretty much has 3 desert villages, as you'll be able to see once we fly on top of here. We'll let the world generate a little bit. No, this seed just has a little bit of trouble. Every time I go on the seed, it has a little bit of trouble generating the world. But if you fly over here straight from spawn in front of you, then you will bump into, as soon as we maybe, come on, load a little bit faster, please. Just a little bit faster, please. Just load. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Load. Load the seed, please. Alright, we're flying towards it. Hopefully it loads a little faster. Oh, there it is. Alright. So as you can see here, we finally got to it. And pretty much this seed has 3 desert villages, which is pretty weird, because this is the first time I've seen like this many desert villages right next to each other, which is pretty cool. 2 of the seeds you can see, you can see by the wells, but how many seeds, how many villages there are. I don't know why I keep saying seeds. There's actually a little cave right here in one of the villages, and we actually have, I think we have only 1 blacksmith in these 3 villages. So let's actually go check out what this one has. But it's a pretty cool seed, especially since it's in the desert. I prefer desert villages much over normal plains biome villages. But this one has an iron chestplate, iron leggings, a gold ingot, 2 bread, and some some ink sacks. I don't know. I was about to say iron sacks. What? I have no idea why I would say iron sacks. But that's pretty much this seed. Crash with a capital C, and it has 3 desert villages. And you can also tell what seed we are on by, in the top left I'll have which number it is on my countdown, and what the name of the seed will also be displayed on the video right now, as you can see in the top left. So let's move on to the first seed, the best seed. Debatable, but it's the best seed in my opinion in Minecraft auctions so far. It is 1388582293. So we're going to generate it real quick. And pretty much this seed has 5 villages. Not all of them are at spawn. Of course, we get the little glitch. The game is running out of memory. But as you can see here, we're going to fly over here, guys. And this is a huge cluster of 3 villages right off the spawn right here. A huge cluster of 3 villages. As you can obviously tell by the wells, there's one well over there, there's one well over there, and there's one over there somewhere. Yeah, there's one over there. So we're gonna go check out the blacksmith, of course. But look at this; it's a huge cluster of 3 villages. It is crazy. I think this is the biggest cluster I've seen, like, of villages in space-wise. So it's pretty crazy, as you can see. Now we're gonna go check out, of course, the blacksmith, just to kind of spoil you guys, so you can see what's inside of them. And I'm a little bit lagging, of course, like always when we do these seed showcases. Hey, dude. Yeah, okay. We're doing a seed showcase here. But this one has a bunch of ink sacs, has some apples and some iron ingots. That is that for this one. And I believe when I was watching another YouTuber's Endless Game, and I'll actually leave his link in the description, when he was actually reviewing this seed, under one of the blacksmiths, there's actually a diamond. There's actually diamonds if you dig straight under a blacksmith. I think it's this one though. Yeah, if you dig straight down from like right here, or something, I think you'll run into a. Let's actually check this out. I think you'll see some diamonds somewhere. I'm not super sure where it was though. Yeah, you guys. Oh yeah, you see right here. Yeah. See if you dig straight down in this blacksmith to the right, in one of the villages, you will be able to dig straight down and hit diamonds. So there's pretty much three diamonds on this seed. So it's pretty cool. So far we have 3 villages really close to each other plus diamonds. This one has actually some emeralds and apples, so that's pretty rare. And pretty cool. Now we're gonna go see the other 2 villages on this seed, and these last 2 villages are actually kind of funky, and you'll be able to see what I mean in a second. They're actually they're different. Let's just say they're different than the typical village. I keep saying seeds, don't I? I don't know why, but they're different than the typical village, which you'll see right here. So pretty much you spawn right here, and pretty much what you want to do is like a little 180, and then turn a little bit left over here, and you're gonna just fly in this direction, and somewhere in this savanna biome, in this direction there is the 2 villages, so we're going to run into them in a second. And they actually have, I think, they actually are on a mountain. Yeah, there's actually, the village is actually on a mountain, partially on a mountain anyway. So that is also pretty cool. As you can see here, we're about to run into the village. The game is really lagging on itself right now because, I mean, it's just a lot to process, you know? Yes, so I think there's actually 2 villages here. I'm pretty sure. We'll be able to tell by the wells in just a second, so, I think we got one well over here. As you can see, it's actually on a mountain. We actually have a well on a mountain, which is really weird. Not something you see every day. But it's here. It's here. It's definitely here, guys. It's definitely here. So there's one, and of course there's like a little house right here. And we actually got the big tower and a little house on top of the little hill. And I think we have a second village. No, it's not a second village. I remember there being like a 5th village, or there's supposed to be like 5 villages, but I cannot seem to find it, as there's only one well over here. So somewhere in this proximity I think there's another village. I just completely got lost though, because I actually the first time I was looking at this seed was about like 3 days ago or something, and since then I forgot. But somewhere in this area, oh my gosh, I feel so unprofessional.